Welcome to We Don't Have Cookies, Dummies of the Year edition with your hosts, Jason Marshall and Benny Mack.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to September's Dumbass of the Year. And with me, as usual, Benny Mack, and we have new show intro music, which includes, well, it's not show intro music, but we have a new intro to the show that includes Benny in the intro.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, I just had that.
September Dumbass of the Year. I can't believe it. I'm psyched to be here with you, Jason Marshall.
I just had that intro recorded last night just for you, man. It wasn't fair to have the Dumbass of the Year intro and not have Benny Mack's name in there.
Oh, man, I've made it. I feel like I've made it.
I felt like I made it a couple of days ago, and it's all thanks to you. I was on Periscope.
What?
I was checking out somebody's Periscope video. I was in the chat. I was just talking to the guy who was doing the video, and he recognized me from the Dumbass of the Year videos that we do.
Oh, man. Hey, you know, I don't have thousands and thousands of fans, but those fans that I do have, man, they're a loyal bunch.
Yeah, it was really awesome. So everybody check out Goonies for Life. If you go on Periscope, make sure you give him a follow.
Oh, awesome. Sharing the love. So it sounds like it might be a quick episode this week with maybe only a couple of dumbasses this month.
Yeah, we only got two. Before we get into that, the big elephant in the room, if you will, Benny is in Pakistan right now, which is awesome.
Man, oh man, I think I'd like to thank Mark Zuckerberg for this misunderstanding. You see, that Facebook location swap thing, it's not so accurate. I'm actually in a beautiful, isolated tropical island in Vanuatu called Tana Island, and I'm not in Pakistan. Facebook don't know where I am. Mark Zuckerberg sorted it out, man. This is cultural misappropriation, and I don't like it.
How the hell did that happen?
It's typical white man just lumping them all together, you know? No, it's the spelling of the place, okay? It's the simple spelling of the place, and the fact that this place is so isolated. I asked one guy, does this place even have any maps? And he just looked at me like, no. Man, oh man. Everyone gets around on four-wheel drives. 90% of the roads are unsealed.
Wow.
People are still living in their natural village state, living the custom life, they call it, respecting the land, sea, and sky gods, and living below an enormous active volcano. You've heard it on the news. This is one of those places right here in Vanuatu.
That's awesome, man. What are you doing over there?
I'm working with a Japanese film crew. We're shooting a TV show. And what that show, it's sort of like a Japanese-style Survivor, but it's got a real interesting reality clause to it, which is they've got to live the custom life. They've got to live on the land, build their own huts, walk around wearing their penis gourds in the nude, essentially, and basically hunt for their food, fish, and basically live the island life.
Wow, that sounds awesome. How long are you going to be over there?
Our trip over here is about 2 weeks or about 14 days. So most of our time is spent on this island. I'll be spending a few days over in civilization. Maybe you drive around some quad bikes on the street. Maybe you get one of those UTV vehicles and peel that down on one of these beautiful white sand beaches. I don't know, maybe rent a jet ski. But right now, I'm covered in dust. I've been walking around in bare feet, climbing volcanoes, talking to the locals. It's been a beautiful experience. The people here, there's a reason why they call it the friendly or the happy islands. And these people are some of the most friendly, happiest people I've ever met. And it's heartwarming.
Yeah, that's really nice, man. It's good to hear.
It really is, man. And it makes you realize what you've got. Like my brother, Jason Marshall, we're brothers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And family, it's all about family and unity. So even those dumbasses are all united, you know? As stupid as they are, they've still got a place in our heart.
And I can't wait until the actual Dumbass of the Year where we have all 12 of them together.
I know, right? I know. We're going to fly them out on a private charter to Vegas. We're going to get us some lap dances. I don't know, maybe do some blow off the toilet seat. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited.
Well, before we get into this month's Dumbasses, I have a this or that scenario from our friends over at the This or That podcast. And this one actually might it might come kind of close to home for you. It's would you rather sleep in the sand or walk in jelly?
Frankly, I've got no problem with either. Jelly tastes a lot better between the teeth. Sand probably feels a lot better between the toes. So I guess it depends whether you want to eat some horse hoofs or whether you want to walk around in some destroyed shells and some, lie and roll around in some dead marine life. So it's up to you. Either way, you're essentially bathing in the death of another animal. Pretty standard. So what I'd like to do is have a jelly fight on the beach, I think.
Sounds fun.
Crazy answer, but man, oh man. Horse hoofs. That's what it is. Horse hooves. Look it up.
That is crazy to think of it that way, isn't it? Because
it really is.
It's delicious, and you would never know that if you looked at a horse hoof.
Exactly. Walking around in all the slop like that. Ain't that something?
Well, this month's Dumbasses of the Year, there's only 2 this month. The first one is a California man who ate a live black widow spider in hopes to get a job at a Halloween festival.
Right. Yeah.
How long do you
Not a good move.
How long do you got to be unemployed before you think that's a good tactic to get a job?
I know, right? I mean, hey, Jackass, when that was out, he could have maybe got a job with them. That would have been something consistent. Maybe got a couple of movies. Maybe he got lucky and did the 3D movie when that was cool. But eating a black widow spider just so that you can get a job on Halloween, I mean, that's only one day a year. Yeah, I mean, man, oh man, his medical bills would have far exceeded any revenue that work and that form of employment could have produced. I don't know where his head was at. But, man, hey, we're talking about him now. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off a bat live on stage and spit it into the crowd. I think that eating a black widow spider, hey, that gains a level of trust. If I was ever in the bush in the tropics with that guy and I saw something, a deadly rattlesnake, maybe something jumping out of bush, someone with a bow and arrow, that guy will just jump out there and eat it.
Yeah, he would be a good guy to have around. He would be a good candidate.
This guy's a hero. Man, oh man, we should put him on the title song. Man.
I tried to get a hold of that guy to get him on the show, but strangely enough, he's kind of hard to get a hold of. There's not a lot of social media presence for him.
He's one of those mysterious ghost characters. They only lurk in the shadows. You can't find them if you're looking for them. They're going to track you down. So maybe he's just going to give you a call soon and spook you.
You never know.
Hey, he's a professional frightener, so I don't doubt him. I'm sure he could get you even when you're on edge looking for him, you know? Wow, there you are. I see you.
He looks pretty creepy. I wouldn't put it past him to show up at my house someday.
At night. All right, man. Damn. Where's that guy from?
He's in California. And I watched,
there you go.
I watched the video of him eating that black widow spider. And the guy who he was trying to impress asked him if he's ever been bitten before, because apparently this guy does it all the time. And he said, yeah, he's been bitten twice, but he keeps pills on him. Yeah, I know.
Uh-huh.
But he keeps pills on him.
Well, you got to carry pills.
Yeah, just in case.
I think that's important.
And the pills were 3 ibuprofen. So I'm not sure how far that's going to get him.
So they weren't even anti-venom. And they were like I think that's like an anti-inflammation. That's good if you've rolled an ankle or something and you got a bit of a swelling in the joint. I don't think it's sort of like swelling on all occasions. It's not like a cure-all. You can't get bit by a poisonous rattle and pop, say, a little ibuprofen or something. You need something a bit stronger. You need to contact a medical team that specializes in these sort of arachnids, these arachnid spiders, and you need a vial. You need a temperature-controlled vial of this vaccine, and that's going to counteract the problems before your limbs rot off.
Yeah, it's ibuprofen.
Or your
not
face.
The way to go.
Let alone letting it bite your face, your whole head's liable to fall off. I've seen a chicken running around with its head up. I'm not sure if it works too well for a human. I think we've got a few more operations going on in our system. Standing vertically and all.
You offer him a job at a Halloween festival, and he might let you try it.
Man, it would be a hell of a show. Well, that's him. Get him in. Let him put on a show. If it's his last show, hey, he went out with a bang.
They'll never forget him.
They'll never forget him. That guy's got a place in my heart, that's for sure. And I'm sure he's got a bit of venom in his heart too.
The last nominee is me. One more time. I know. Second month in a row.
Wow.
For messing up the intros to the past few shows. I nominated myself on the 18th. So the show intros have been okay now, but at that point I didn't realize it. But in the intros to the show, I had the intro for this month's Dumbass of the Year instead of just the normal show, which I thought was kind of appropriate. I was fucking up and I was a dumbass, and I was introing the Dumbass of the Year episodes.
Oh, man, you've done it again. You've done it again, Jason Marshall. I mean, didn't we talk about this spider guy last month?
Did we?
You tell me. I think we're repeating ourselves here.
No,
but I like it. It's hilarious. And
you know
I wouldn't be surprised, viewers. I wouldn't be surprised. This Jason Marshall, he's such a character. Chances are this show is a complete and utter, what's the word? Flap and flappery or something.
You know what? We did talk about him. And what happened was he was a nominee for September, and we made him the nominee for last month on the show where we were doing for August. So it all just kind of
I think, you know what we need to do? We need to stop deleting the months. We just need to stop running by the calendar year. That's a social construct. So is time. We don't need to run by that. All we need to do is give the episode a title, like, of the month. What month? I don't give a damn. Just any month. It's going to be way less confusing. At the end of the year, we do a whole cleanup. It's like a spring clean. We figure out what we want. We rig it. We're writing the script. We rig the elections, you know, just like the politicians do. And man, oh man, it's a hell of a show. I hope you love it like I do. It's so invigorating. I'm getting my endorphins.
That is a good point, though. I think from now on, we should never nominate somebody for Dumbass of the Week and have it on the Dumbass of the Month show. It gets way too confusing.
Man, I'm learning, you're learning. This is a whole new experience. Everyone's learning together, you know, trying to figure it out.
At this point,
one step at a time.
At this point, it's past 3 a.m. here in the States.
I think it's the time. I think it's a situation about time zones. I think it's a whole range of beautiful things. It could be the energies that are sort of flowing around the world at this moment here. I mean, hey, maybe you're just utterly concerned for this poor guy, and you need to get that treatment to him. You need to put that vial on a drone. You need to get that drone there with that secret amoeba inside it, and that's going to prevent his face from falling off. You like this guy. You want to find him. You want to make sure he's not dead. Somewhere inside of you, you're scared, Jason Marshall.
That's why I nominated him twice. He needs to get some of that Dumbass of the Year money in December. So
man, we got to pick him. We can't keep picking you, bro. Okay, so it's definitely the spider eater, the arachnid man from California. He's this month's Dumbass of the Year. I reckon that's true.
Yeah, and hopefully we will be able to find that guy and get him on the show sometime. I have been working on that.
Man, oh man. I like that. We're going to get him on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, with your help, we're going to track him down, make sure he's not comatose or slumbering around in some corner or lurching around like he's under the influence of some highly poisonous toxin. We're going to revive his heart. We're going to slap an insulin needle, puncture his chest plate with an insulin needle, and punch him full of adrenaline. He's going to be up on his feet in no time, climbing trees, finding more spiders.
And you know what? I feel like a real dumbass now because this whole time, whatever I was looking at, it said you were in Pakistan. And I made a Facebook post saying that me and you are going to go live here soon. I made it on the We Don't Have Cookies Facebook page. Make sure you give that a like. And I said, Benny Mack's going to be on the show from Pakistan. Why is he there? You'll have to listen to the show and find out. Well, hopefully they did listen to the show, and now they know you're not in Pakistan at all.
Man, I'm technically there. As far as Mark Zuckerberg's concerned, I'm in Pakistan right now. But that's cool. You know, a little bit of a clickbait title. I like that. It's all interesting. It's different. It's something new. It's something to conjure a few visions in the mind. And man, oh man, if Pakistan it is, let it be.
You sent me a few pictures, and I never thought Pakistan would ever look like that. That must be a really, really far Asian part of Pakistan.
Man, yeah, it is. It really is, Oh, man, no, but really, this is an amazing place, Jason. It's great to have you and the team tuning in, doing this remote broadcast. I'm surprised the internet's holding out. We're off the grid. You might be able to hear the sounds of a generator running in the background. There's literally pickaninnies scrambling all over the bushes here. It's a beautiful sight to see.
Yeah, you'll have to take some pictures, and we'll put them up on the Facebook page, man. It sounds like a wonderful place.
It really is, man. They live in traditional means. They have houses high in banyan trees, and they perform these amazing dances and feasts and ceremonies, and they just live the custom life.
Sounds like a good time, man. I really wish I could be there. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm a lucky guy. This is the second time that my job's brought me here, so each time I learn a bit more and feel a bit more at home and get to meet and become friends with a few more of the locals.
Sounds good, man. Do you got anything you want to plug before we go?
No, buddy. No, I just want everyone to win on, keep being successful, follow your dreams, and just do what you do, because ain't nobody going to do it better than you.
Sounds good, and I want to thank everybody for downloading the episode. I hope you had fun. I hope you're not mad that he wasn't in Pakistan.
Next week.
I really thought that's where he was. I wasn't trying to mislead anybody.
It's all right, man. Hey, remember, it's Mark Zuckerberg's fault, man. You're not going to get done for that cultural misappropriation or whatever they say. You're good. You're good.
All right, guys. And the very next episode is going to be an episode of martial law between Mama Kate and Choo Choo Stew. And I know what everybody's thinking. Jason, every time you announce something's going to happen on the show, it always falls through. You even nominated yourself as Dumbass of the Year because of the curse. Well, I already have it recorded. I already have it edited. I just have to publish it.
Man, oh man.
Hopefully,
you know what I think? I don't think you jinxed yourself, but you know what I think? Ooh, I love me some Mama Kate.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for us. I hope you're having a great week. I'll talk to you soon.
Right on.
Thanks for listening. Tell your friends about the show and leave a review. See you next time.
I'm not in Pakistan. Facebook don't know where I am. Mark Zuckerberg sorted out, man.